So to begin, we want to remove the supercharger belt by getting a 17mm box wrench on the tensioner. Now we need to get a 5.5-inch diameter hose clamp on the supercharger clutch, and you'll want to slightly offset these so that they rotate and stop on the metal piece off the supercharger. Next, we use a 24mm socket on a breaker bar, and that just helps us remove the pulley nut. Now you'll notice when you take it off that there's some old thread seal tape from the factory, and we will want to replace this when we go to reinstall. Then we just remove the washer and carefully remove the supercharger pulley itself. And this is where I opted for a small upgrade, a 76mm pulley. The install is simple, you just slide it on and install the washer and bolt, which I again opted for a little upgrade. Remember, you'll want to wrap the bolt with some thread seal tape. Now flip the hose clamp so that you can torque the pulley nut down to 60 Nm. Now let's look at the belt wrap kit, which we're going to use that 17mm box wrench on the tensioner, and we're actually going to lock it in place by sliding a small Allen key through the lock hole. To start, we're going to remove this small bolt, which I believe is an E10 socket. Then we get our belt wrap hardware and use the new bolts provided to screw into this hole. At this point, you want to set the spacer that goes inside the new belt wrap pulley facing towards the engine, and the other spacer facing the bracket. Then you want to detension the serpentine belt and slide it off the dual idler pulley setup. And this is where we come to a must replace. For some reason, Mercedes used a plastic pulley here, and they are known to fail. Mine started to crack down the middle, and you can see it's starting to flex even, so it was very lucky that I caught it early. To begin replacement, we need to slide out this inset idler piece, then get our nice billet replacements, push this insert piece from our old pulley into the serpentine side, and slide the spacer on top. Then we get our supercharger idler pulley on top with the remaining washer from our belt wrap kit and bolt. After that, we screw it in, but not all the way because we need to slide down the belt wrap kit bracket between the bolt and spacer on the dual idler pulley setup. And as a final extra, I also decided to replace my serpentine belt tensioner. And as you can hear, it turned out to be on its way out, so that was worth doing too. So make sure to subscribe, because at some point I'll have a video coming out about all the preventative maintenance that really must be completed by any SL owner. Plus there's a lot of other stuff coming soon, so make sure you don't miss out, and I will catch you in the next one.